So I just came back inside from walking around outside in LaGuardia, talking to tenants about these upcoming elections. And I walked into a building, 240 Madison, and there's a flood in the lobby. The woman is standing outside her door trying to keep the water from going into her apartment. And she begins to tell me that the maintenance door, where the workers keep their mops and things like that, there's a pipe in there that busts. And when it busts, it floods the hallway. 4, 5, 6 times, she said this happens. So when it originally happened, NYCHA went into their apartment because the walls is connected and they share the same pipe. So they had to go into her wall in order to fix the pipe, took out her sink to do it, and never put it back. They left holes in the wall when they took out the sink, and now she has rats in her apartment and children in her apartment. And I spoke to another tenant, and the tenant's like, oh yeah, she has rats in her apartment. What the hell? People are sitting in here with rats in their apartment, so common, so casual that other tenants know is rats in your apartment, and you live in an apartment adjacent to a pipe, and NYCHA is aware that it busts off and on, and they ain't fixed it yet. This is the type of stuff that I'm besides myself with that's being tolerated. You know, I understand the tenants get sick and tired of complaining over and over and over, but something more need to happen. You know, I spoke to the vice president. There needs to be a conversation with the new manager, okay? Because if she's not aware of this, I don't know why. After tonight, she should be aware of this, and something more needs to happen. But I'm going to show you the flooding, the hallway, because I took video, you know, and I spoke to the tenant. And then her mother came out, and her mother began to tell me about the rats and the sink, which I took video of that, but it got messed up. I need a new camera. But anyway, I'm going to show you what this tenant has been looking with, and hopefully we can get her some help or some interest to stir up some help. And I hope that the VP maybe is able to contact the management office tomorrow and get her a sink and end this habitual flooding. Okay, have a look. Okay, I'm in 240 Madison, and I want y'all to see this. You see that door? That's housing's door where they keep their mops and storage and whatever, and a pipe is busted. The tenants tell me this is the second, third, fourth time this happened. Look at the water.
It's like the 6th time it happened.
We say it's the 6th time. Tell me about this.
They horrible.
It busts how many times?
This has to be like the 6th time they did that.
And what housing say about it?
When my mother called, they said they supposed to have an emergency crew, so it won't get into the elevator.
And it's the same reason over and over while it's busting?
And it is housing and our thing is connected. So when they pipes is messed up, our pipes.
Your pipes is messed up, so y'all go through this all the time. And they give you the same reason all the time?
Yeah.
That's no good.
It's not.
Y'all look at the water in the lobby. By the elevator. Look at this. If keep flooding, they're gonna go down the elevator. Next thing you know, the elevator's gonna be out. Almost all the way around the corner. People waiting for emergency services to come and trying to keep the flood water from going inside their apartment. So make no sense here. Gonna have to call a new manager and ask about this right here.
Yeah, so I have to call. The more people that complain about it, that's when they're gonna come out.
Okay.
I don't know who else called. So I know we called already. And they said they trying to call for emergency crew.
Okay.
And that was like an hour ago.
And that's an hour, but they ain't got here yet.
Nope.
And they know it's a flood, right?
Yeah.
And they know it's a busted pipe leaking water, right? In an hour, they still ain't got here, right?
Nope.
We have to find out what's their definition of emergency. Because this don't make no sense.
Once house been going by 4:30,
That's it.
Yeah. And they probably seen it. And
Look at this here.
walking.
All right, well, I hope you're able to keep the water out your apartment.
Yeah, we're just gonna put something for them.
All right. This is the type of stuff that tenants be living with for long periods of the time, waiting for housing to come and do something about it, who seems to feel that they get a pass because they broke. I understand not having money, but there are some things that you can do to make things a little bit better, other than say you broke, and I hope that that tenant gets the assistance and the attention that she needed to speed things up so they can get the help that they need. God forbid one of them kids get bit by a rat, then it's gonna be really a problem.